In this video, I want to talk about how to play cards from your hand and kind of like talk about the turn sequences and what each player does. So, in the beginning of the turn, you ready all of your cards, which in the beginning of the turn, obviously, there's no cards to be ready, but how you ready them is if there's like a card sideways or horizontal or whatever, then you pretty much just go ahead and you put them vertically, all of your cards vertically, unless none of the card says otherwise, and then you continue to your turn. So that's how you ready your cards. If any cards is horizontal, then you just go ahead and put them up vertically. Now, after that, you draw your card. So you add the top card of your deck to your hand, and then you get two actions. So your two actions, I like to put it on top of my deck. They don't come from anywhere, you just get them. I just represent it with the dice and I put them on top of my deck because it just reminds me to know that I can draw cards if I don't have anything else to play for my hand. So I can pay actions to draw cards, which is really nice. So here's just an example of what I'm going to do. So say I want to play the Unicyclops. So Unicyclops costs 2 actions. And it requires 2 useless swamps. Now, what I do is I can take I just remove the 2 actions, and I can play the Unicyclops. Now, the misconception is that for a specific creature, such as Unicyclops, which is a useless swamp, you can only play it on a useless swamp landscape. That's wrong. You can actually play a useless swamp creature on any of your landscapes that you have. It's just the 2 useless swamps and the 2 actions is just a requirement of playing this card. But once you meet the requirement, you can play those in pretty much any of your landscapes that you like. So now let's go ahead and revert. And let's say I want to play Freezing Point. Now with Freezing Point, it is a spell, so it requires, again, 2 actions, and I need 2 icy lands. So I pay the 2 actions, and I play the Freezing Point. The spell doesn't really go anywhere on your landscapes, below or anything. You just play it, and after you play it and you use its effect, it goes to the discard pile. I like to put my discard pile on top of, well, not on top, but above my deck. So some people like to put it beside their deck or below their deck. Either way, as long as you let your opponent know where your discard pile is, it should be fine. Then after that, that's how you play spells. So similarly with the Bums Away, say you have 2 actions, and I want to play this useless swamp spell. I pay 1 action because that's how much it needs, and I have to have at least 1 useless swamp. So I play the spell. It doesn't go anywhere, but you just play it. So it says target foe may discard a card if they do not deal 2 damage to each of their creatures. So this card is actually a lot better when your opponent has creatures out. So you don't really want to play that. But after you're done using a spell, it goes to your discard pile. So yeah. Now let's see. This is a building. Okay, this is a building. So now how to play buildings is pretty much the same thing when you're playing creatures, except when you play a building, your buildings actually don't go on any of your landscapes, but they go below your landscapes. So this building, Isolation Cell, is 1 action, so I'll pay 1 action. And I'll go ahead and play the building below a icy landscape. Let's say we'll play it there. These dices. Now, again, you can play the building pretty much anywhere you like, just like the creature. So you can play it in the icy lands or the useless swamp landscape. Either way, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna play it there. What? Now you still have 1 action left, and say I want to play this rainbow creature spell. Now rainbows are really cool because they don't require any specific type. It's just as long as you have that many landscapes. So this one doesn't cost you any actions, and you don't have to have any landscapes, which is really nice, I guess. It just means that if your landscapes are flipped face down, there's not a specific land type. So you can play this card anywhere you like. So let's say I play it there. And now you have one action left, and say I don't want to do anything else, then I can pay my action, boop, to draw one. So yeah. And then if you have any creatures that, if you want to floop them, then you can floop them by turning them horizontally like this, and you use their ability. So yeah. The player who goes first obviously can't attack. That'd be way too good. So yeah, that's kind of how the turn order works. And after you fight, it's the end of your turn, and then now it goes to your opponent's turn, and then they kind of do the same process until you go back and forth. Yeah. Okay, bye!